Joel Stanley, one of the founders of Charlotte's Web, visited the Dublin Hemp Museum to tell his story.
Once people understand what cannabis is and what it can do for people, a light goes off and they understand.
Joel and his family created Charlotte's Web. The strain, known for its high CBD levels and very low THC, is named after Charlotte Figi, a young girl who suffers from Dravet Syndrome, a rare form of epilepsy. They became famous after being featured in a number of documentaries, including CNN's Weed.
Charlotte was the first of those kids. She tried the Stanley Special Marijuana. And again, it worked.
From the point of view of epilepsy, I'm aware that a lot of patients who are on medications to control their epilepsy, they're very sleepy, tired and whatever else. And if they have something that can enhance their life without making them sleepy, thumbs up. Yeah.
This plant does not belong as a Schedule 1. It's obvious that it's not the most dangerous compound in the world. It's obvious that that there are medical uses. And especially when we talk about CBD or hemp, totally non-psychoactive, non-addictive, and non-toxic, right? I mean, come on, this is a joke. You have to realize we have $3 billion from pharmaceuticals going into lobbying in Washington, D.C. for the federal government. A lot of those companies, a lot of those special interests want this to be a drug.
In the United Kingdom, cannabidiol, or CBD, is going to be scheduled as a medicine. All CBD products must require a marketing authorization to be granted before they can be legally sold, supplied, or advertised anywhere in the UK.
I think that we have a very serious danger of pharmaceutical interests taking this plant over and lobbying governments to lock cannabis into pharmaceutical only. This would be a shame. This is like locking oranges and vitamin C into pharmaceutical only. This plant really needs to be allowed to exist as a food, as a dietary supplement, as a vitamin basically, but also then as a drug. It can be all these things at the same time.
GW Pharmaceuticals has a new product called Epidiolex, a CBD-based medicine. They spend years in research and trials, all very costly. Now, they need to get their money back. So if patients are only allowed to get their medicine through pharmacies and prescriptions, Epidiolex will be the medicine.
It's a new industry. This industry came out of closets and basements and garages, and now it's going into laboratories with scientists and all of the right manufacturing practices. What we don't want to see happen is we don't want to see these giant companies patent everything and then lock all the other companies and the small guys out from making great medicines.
Because you also have a certain strain, that is now patented, isn't it?
Our strain is protected, plant protection in the U.S. What's more important is our trademark, though.
This is where a lot of the plants are grown. There are approximately 3,200 plants in this greenhouse. Of those, about 80% are Charlotte's Web.
Anyone who's out there listening, if this has worked for you, if THC or CBD or any part of the cannabis plant has worked for you, and it's obvious that it's worked for you, you need to share your story, because that is what's changing the minds of the people.
Take it into Martin, you know?
It's extremely hard to approach telling your daughter, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you've done something wrong.
Yeah. So wrong.
Your source of cannabis news. Cannabis News Network.